Roadside Tavern in Lisdoonvarna, and I'm in the company of a very famous character called Eugene Lamb from the town of Ballystein in Lisdoonvarna. And Dinny's going to entertain us for a little while. I think he's going to play a tune for us first. Dinny, can you tell us something about the tune you're going to play?
I'm going to play the tune called Doolin Porter. And I have a very old version of it. Not the new version, the very ancient version.
Is the new version the one that they play in Kilkenora?
Yeah, but I have a very old. I'm much older than them people, of course.
Lovely.
Now, do you want me to start with it?
Turn to it. Maybe you tell us about the little book that you wrote a little while ago.
Yeah, I wrote a book about my life stories, and there's a lot of good stories in it as well. And there's a story there about the life of Riley. It happened in my own parish in Lisdoonvarna.
Great, maybe you let us hear about that story now, will you?
Yeah.
Good man.
There were two travelling men come around Lisdoonvarna one time. And they went up to this rich landlord, O'Brien. They wanted employment, or they wanted shelter anyway. And he took them in. They were very good English speakers. And O'Brien is a man that had a lot of people coming from gentry, coming from England in them days. And the English language was kind of scarce that time, but they were very good. And they were good entertainers as well. He took them in and he liked them so well that he gave them one of his houses and told them to fix it up as good as they could, and they'd never again be without a place to stay. And after they had a great time with O'Brien for a few years, but like all men, O'Brien passed away. And the crowd that came after O'Brien that took over, they weren't as nice to him. They found it very hard to work under him. But this day they closed up the outhouse and they headed off for Limerick. And when they were away downside Bunratty Castle, it started to rain very heavy. And they seen this cattle shelter away in the land, attached cattle shelter. And they made for it, of course. And Riley was a tall man, and this time he put up his hands to the rafter. And the rafter was indeed, the place was indeed a collapse. It was very dozed timber and woodwork. He pulled down a piece of it and he started to rub it in his hand. Of course, Keaton was a very clever man. He spotted the move, and he told Riley, keep on rattling it on, he said, Riley, and keep on rattling. Riley went out on the road, and he got some siege into Limerick. It had, the rain had seized a bit. And he picked up all the papers he could find up, and he brought 2 sack bags, and he brought a pencil. Biros. I don't think there was biros in them days, but he brought some kind of a pencil anyway. And he also brought a bit of brush, a Riley for the night. They came back to the outhouse and they started making those packages of flea powder. Limerick was so bad that time with fleas that when the spalpeens would go to Limerick, you know, a short period of work, Their husbands wouldn't let them sleep with them for at least 2 weeks after coming back. The County Clare women dreaded a Limerick flea because he was much more severe in the County Clare women than he'd been a Limerick woman. But anyways, they worked all night in the powder and making packages. And they was ready in the morning. They had 2 sack bags filled with packages, and they went out, and the milkman drove them into town. They gave a few pence to the bellman, and he advertised it for the flea powder landed in the town. Oh, there was a queue. They couldn't keep them supplied. And they went back that night to the outhouse again, and they made more of it, and they stayed there for about a week until they had it. It was indeed a collapsing after them. They had it all crabbled up, you know. But they had a fine bit of money made, and they came on home to Moore, and they went into McNerney's store in Lisdoonvarna, and they bought 2 pencils, and they bought 2 canes. And they came back to Moore, and they had a great time. People didn't know how did they get rich so soon. They was walking around the cliffs of Moore. But after about 5 or 6 months, they started to get poor again. And Keaton was very clever. Keaton left Riley in the homestead, and he headed off to Dublin. And he got a job in a chemical shop in Dublin. And it was only a matter of a few shillings. He wasn't making much money. Left them days, he wouldn't get much.